Hey guys, it's me, Lametria from Cutting Up Keto, where we slice and dice and serve up everything nice with no sugar and lots of spice. Now, in this episode, I have for you a delicious pepperoni and cauliflower casserole that is fully keto approved. It is so delicious, guys. It comes together so quickly together. So if you need something for a weeknight that you want to have ready in a flash, this is it. Now, it also, because it has the pepperoni and cheese and heavy cream in there, this is gonna be something that people who typically don't like cauliflower are probably gonna be more apt to love. At the very least, try it. But by the time that they, taste all the flavors come together, you really forget that it's vegetable based. Also, to go with this cauliflower and pepperoni casserole, I'm gonna prepare for you guys some roasted asparagus. Now, when I featured the quiche last week, some people were kind of like really eager to sub out the asparagus for something else, and that's fine, I understand. But also understand, remember, on keto, it's a perfect time to start including lots of new foods into your diet because you're taking out a lot of things. Now, there's so many amazing things to go on about with asparagus, some really crucial facts about asparagus, especially as it relates to keto and just overall health, is that it's very, very high in fiber. Remember, on keto, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult for some people to get fiber into their diet, but this is a really good way to include it, as well as helping us to prevent getting kidney stones. Now, you always want to have some lemons in your diet to help prevent all that buildup of uric acid in your body. But I also want to say too, in addition to the high fiber content, there's a surprising benefit with asparagus in that it contains an antioxidant known as glutathione. Now, glutathione is a detoxing compound that is known to destroy carcinogens. And researchers also say that they can compare how high your levels of glutathione is in your blood, as it actually relates to how long they expect you to live. So it also helps boost your immune system, helps you fight different cancers of the bladder, of the bone, breast, lung, and colon. So keep that in mind every time you walk past the asparagus in the store. It's a really tasty vegetable, and if you're new to eating asparagus, one little fact is that it does cause your urine to have a little bit of a weird smell to it. So don't think anything's wrong with you. That's just asparagus working. I noticed that when I eat asparagus, within an hour of eating the asparagus and going to pee, I can smell that asparagus smell. So it's nothing that's gonna freak you out, I hope, and stop you from consuming it, because like I said, the benefits outweigh tremendously that small little tidbit right there. So that comes together really quickly too. So we're gonna have that together with the pepperoni and cauliflower casserole. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started making this right now. Okay, so here are the ingredients that I need to assemble this lovely keto pepperoni and cauliflower casserole. Right here I have 2 packs of creamy melt mozzarella cheese. Now, I'm not gonna use all of that, but I'm just laying them both out here just in case. You really have to adjust it according to your taste. And then I have some old roll pepperoni, some crushed red pepper flakes, some sea salt, some onion salt, onion powder, Italian seasoning, celery flakes, my favorite, and some granulated garlic, a little bit of heavy whipping cream here, some black pepper, and this actually looks to be maybe about a 1/4 cup of onion, chopped up yellow onions. And I have 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 head of cauliflower that's been chopped and rinsed. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so first, to make this the puree for the cauliflower mixture, I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. Well, I'm gonna make 4. We're gonna do 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. 3, 4. I have to count these out loud, because I told you I film really late, and if I don't, I'll be like, how many was that again? And I'll be just going insane. But here's 2 tablespoons of butter. And to that, I'm gonna go ahead and season this with a little bit of Italian seasoning. Not very much, just eyeball it again. And I'm gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper over it. All right, here's that Himalayan salt that does not like me. I always have to bang it to get it right. I just don't know. I have got to replace this thing. Let me see here. Oh yeah, there's some salt ground up in there. There we go. Okay, that should do it. Ta-da. Okay, and then some ground black pepper. And to that, just a little bit of garlic powder, not very much. A little bit, because that pepperoni is gonna be put in there too to mix it up together. And a little bit of onion salt. And a little bit of celery flakes. Okay, so now this is gonna go in the microwave for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna cover it up and then I'm gonna come back and check it, stir it up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in there for about 5 minutes, let it cook down a little bit more, just checking it to see if it's good and tender. So we're gonna put this in there and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so my oven has already been preheated to 375 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and start roasting this asparagus. Well, I'm not actually gonna bake it at the same time that I bake the pepperoni and cauliflower casserole. So to do this is really simple, guys. And when it finishes, I'm gonna top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on here. And I told you, I'm not even gonna touch it because that darn Himalayan salt, I will not be able to turn it to save my life if I touch this oily food and then try and spin that thing around. But I'm gonna season it with some sea salt. There it goes again. Malfunction junction ought to be what I call this kind of thing. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. So I'm gonna roll it around. And then I have some black pepper. And I'm gonna use some garlic powder on here. Roasted asparagus, I'm telling you, it's just one of those things. It is so good, guys. It goes good with every single meat there is. Chicken, steak, fish, you name it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. That was onion powder. I'm gonna add a little bit more of my onion salt. And that is it. And I'm gonna roll these around to coat them. Really good. And these are gonna cook in the oven, like I said, on 375 degrees for roughly about 15 minutes. I'm gonna check them probably after about 10 minutes because you want them to be crisp, tender, not limp, not mushy, but crisp, tender. So they're still tender. Oh, that is the cauliflower getting done already. I'm gonna go ahead and check that. But this is gonna be tender to the bite, but also still have a little bit of crunch left to it. So I'll be back in Okay, so I just took this cauliflower out of the microwave. I went on ahead and cooked it on, I believe that it was 10 minutes. And then I stirred it around and cooked it for another 5 minutes. You can see it's cooked down really good, so I can easily mash this out. But I'm gonna go ahead now and add about, I say about between 8 and 10 slices of this old roll pepperoni. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I'm gonna save these 2 just in case we need them. But I got my immersion blender here. For you guys that do not have an immersion blender, this thing is awesome. I'm gonna provide a link to it in the description box below. And it's a lifesaver. So I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this around. This may not go that well. I might need, let's see, if I just spin it around. Because you want it to combine and make like a literally like cauliflower and pepperoni complete mixture. You don't want any large pieces of pepperoni in this mixture here. There we go, it's blending up really good. There we go. There we go. That is coming together really good. Now to this right here, I'm gonna actually add my 1/4 cup of onion, and I'm gonna add about a 1/2 cup of cheese to this right here. And I'm gonna spread this over my casserole dish that I've already greased with some butter. I see, that looks really good. Okay, now because I told y'all I got OCD, so I want to get that little bit off there without breaking anything, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna use this little spoon and scoop off what I can. There we go, that's pretty good. But this cauliflower is seasoned really, really good already. Smells delicious. Okay. Now I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of chopped onion. And then to that, I'm gonna add about a half cup of cheese. Cheddar cheese. I'm sorry, not cheddar, mozzarella cheese. I am not measuring this. I am just pouring it in there, but I told you guys I tend to do that. And I'm gonna stir it up really good. Look at that, it's already coming together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good stir. I got my greased 8x8 casserole dish right here. This is a small little bit, but you can double this to make larger sizes. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a taste to see. It's good, but it needs more. So I'm gonna add just some more onion powder and some more garlic powder. Like I said, cauliflower is another one of those things where almost like avocado, especially if you put it in a casserole, you have got to season it if you don't want it to be bland. It's got to have garlic powder in there. And I'm gonna put a little bit more Himalayan salt. All right, let's see, that should do it. And a little bit more black pepper. Well, let's see how it is now. You want to taste it before you go ahead and just complete it with the casserole and layer it. All right, so let me see how this tastes. That's a lot better. Good to go. All right, so I'm gonna put it, oh, that's really hot. I'm gonna spoon it in here. And then, like I said, grease your little dish really good with some butter. I just use regular butter. I didn't use any special butter for this. I like to save my good butters. Trying to, you know, keep it in my little budget here, but I'm gonna spoon all this in the casserole dish, and then I'm gonna top it with some cheese, some more of the mozzarella cheese. Get that last little swivel out. Okay. I'm gonna top it with a little bit more mozzarella. Let me pat that down. This is gonna be ready really quickly, guys. A little bit more mozzarella. And then I'm gonna top it with some pepperoni. I'm actually gonna double up on these, or triple up, good Lord. Triple up on these. That way it's all got pepperoni on top. And that's it. I kind of feel like I should have put a little bit more cheese on there. So I'm gonna go put just a little bit more. What the heck? You can do this or you can leave this off if you want. This is just for my liking right here. All right, guys, that's it. So this right here is gonna go in the oven on 375 degrees for roughly 15 to 20 minutes so that cheese melts and it all comes together. And remember, I'm also gonna throw that asparagus in there for about 15 minutes. So these can actually both bake in the oven together at the same time, at the same temperature. Anytime you can do that, that is a win-win. So we will come back in a little bit when it's ready. Okay guys, so this casserole has come out of the oven and it's had a chance to cool off. Get a look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh, I cannot wait to try it. And then the asparagus is also ready. It ended up actually cooking on almost 12 minutes. I just happened to check it and I noticed that it was done. When it's this consistency where it's kind of floppy, but it's still like a little bit firm, like I said, that's when you know it's ready. So let's go ahead and cut this casserole right here. First, I'm gonna put a few asparagus on my plate. I also forgot. Sprinkle it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'll put some on my plate there. And then I'm gonna put just a tad of salt and pepper on these Roma tomatoes here. Just a little bit. Give it some taste. We are all about flavor on this show. I'm gonna scoop me a couple of these on here. And now, for the start of the show, I'm gonna cut this casserole into 4 equal servings. Well, as close as I can get, okay? It looks like it's a little bit diagonal. And then scoop it out. I'm just gonna grab whatever was left for that bottom part. It's not perfect, but okay, and then I'm gonna give it a try. It's still really hot, so I'm gonna start with the asparagus and see how well it's flavored. I actually like to pick mine up with my hand. This is good. Very, very good. I forgot to mention though, if you're new to cooking asparagus, make sure you trim off the tough, fibrous bottom. You have to cut at least maybe 2 inches up off of the bottom of that stalk. It's really hard. That's good. Now let's try this casserole and see how good this turned out. I'm just gonna break it up with my hand. No sense in sitting here struggling with it with this fork. All right, let's see. All these flavors come together so well. I actually forgot to put a little bit more of Italian seasoning on top. That's what I actually put on there too. When I top that pepperoni, I usually put a little bit of Italian seasoning on there and a little bit of the cheese on there on top. But guys, this is amazing. This is a really, really good keto casserole. I love it. So, as always, if you like what you saw in this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know the next time that the new Cutting Up Keto episodes are uploaded. And also don't forget to share this video with your family and friends that are new to the ketogenic diet, who have a lot of questions about what can I eat on keto? I can't eat, flour and bread and pasta and rice. What can I eat then? We eat stuff like this. So on that note, I'm gonna finish this delicious keto pepperoni and cauliflower casserole and roasted asparagus, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.